This app generated $2,250 in April from only 1,130 downloads. It has a solid monetization plan, solid downloads, and great positioning in the App Store. And in May, $2,230. But that's where things peaked. In June, it had a rapid decline, only making $1,473. That's a 34% drop. Ouch. So what exactly is happening here? You may have noticed some of your own apps decreasing downloads and revenue over the past couple of months. And if you have, well, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to explore why some apps are seeing a decline and what you can do about it. This app is Seed Identifier AI Scanner. It's an AI identifier app originally built by Matt Cowlin, a prolific indie app developer who has built many apps. So many apps. The app is based on the AI identifier code that I open sourced and also has a pretty familiar paywall. He has taken everything I've talked about, packaged it into a successful app, and even added his own touch. His monetization strategy is really interesting, and he's been able to double the lifetime value of the user. More on that in just a bit. Matt approached me asking if I'd like to buy it, and I had a moment. Here's an app I helped shape. It felt like my baby, and it's about to come home to daddy. So I acquired it. If you have an app that you want to sell, feel free to reach out. You can contact me on X, Instagram, or email. Specifically, I'm looking for apps with a large number of monthly downloads, over 3,000. As part of the due diligence process, I got to look at the Seed Identifier app through fresh eyes. It ranks well on the App Store, ranking number 2 for Seed Identifier, popularity 15, difficulty 67. You may be thinking, how is this app getting 1,000 downloads per month from a keyword with popularity of only 15? The answer? SEO. Typing Seed Identifier into Google shows the app first in both the AI overview and the top search result. That's some solid optimization right there. And it made me think. The key demographic for this app is probably non-tech people who like to be outside and don't want to be in front of a computer all the time. So they probably don't use the App Store to search for apps. They still go to Google. So this is a solid user acquisition channel that explains the number of downloads and revenue. So why is the app in decline? You may have noticed the main issue here. Those ratings are bad. Like they're really bad. 1.9 stars from 42 ratings, with every single written review calling it a scam or saying it simply doesn't work. That's got to be contributing to the decline in revenue, right? Not quite. The issue seems to be simple. The AI model just doesn't classify seeds correctly. It works really well when I test it with a HD photo, but when you try it with a grainy photo, it just doesn't work properly sometimes. If you've just purchased a subscription and it doesn't work, you're gonna feel a bit ripped off. But the numbers don't lie. People are paying for this app and they're renewing their subscriptions. There's something else going on here. The monetization strategy is really interesting. In the past, I've talked about weekly versus annual subscriptions, with the weekly subscription having a free trial and annual with no free trial. Seed Identifier takes this to a whole new level, with a weekly subscription and a lifetime purchase. I'm going to do a deep dive on this paywall in my next video, so be sure to subscribe. With my weekly versus annual test, the split is much, much less. Most people simply opt for the weekly option. So it looks like pairing a weekly subscription with a lifetime purchase might be a solid strategy, but there's a problem. If a user does feel the app doesn't live up to their expectation, they simply can't cancel a lifetime purchase. You're kind of locked in. And you get reviews like this. I can't cancel. It's just not appearing in my subscriptions. That's not good. But the real reason I think downloads have dropped the last couple of months, that summertime lull. Most of my apps see a decrease during the summer months. I guess everyone's just too busy at the beach or by the pool and not worrying about in-app subscriptions or making purchases on the App Store. And this is a pattern that I've seen again and again. If you've seen it, you're not alone. Many indie app developers are experiencing the same thing. If you're new to building apps, you may be wondering why yours is starting to decline all of a sudden. But don't stress, it might just be normal seasonal growth. Or in this case, normal seasonal decline. Don't get too caught up in it. Instead, start planting more seeds, build more apps, more features, and add to your app portfolio. Did you see what I did there? Seeds. Because I'm talking about seed never mind. So what's next for my newly acquired seed identifier app? Well, it's pretty clear to me that I need to be focusing on those reviews. First, making the seed detection more reliable even when grainy photos are taken. I'll do this by investigating some of those newer image recognition models like Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, and I'll work on the prompt itself. Then I'll focus on user retention. I think this app works really well as a single-use app, but adding more insights for gardeners would make it even better. I've always wanted an app that tracks where I've planted seeds in my veggie patch and tells me what I should be planting now, when to harvest, and how to care for them. And I think something like this would keep the app alive even during those off months. And finally, for those reviews, being called a scam surely is having a negative impact on the number of people who are willing to download the app. Lifting the reliability of the app will help with that, but with so many bad reviews, I may need to reset the App Store summary rating. This will reset the 9.5 star rating on Google search results, but keeps the ratings in the App Store there. So people will still see those scam reviews. It just resets the star rating. I'm not sure what impact this has on App Store optimization. I've never had the need to reset this before. But stay tuned because I will be reporting back on whether it has a positive or negative impact on App Store optimization.